Well, hey, looks like the best delivery that I'm going to get for 2022 has just arrived. That's it, you get your 5 minutes of fame now.
That's it. How many subscribers we got?
94,000.
94,000.
Bring it in, lads, bring it in. Oh, yes.
We don't want to drop it. So now you've recorded us, we need Trustpilot reviews.
Yeah. And then we've got the Samsung out there. Look at that. Have it. Hey guys, I'm Paul the Tech Giant, and that was me taking delivery of what I suspect are going to be two of the best TVs of 2022, and I cannot wait to get them both unboxed. Now the great news is that both of these TVs are mine to keep forever, which is great news for you if you're looking to purchase either of these TVs, because I'm going to be doing side-by-side testing between the two, see which I think is the best. I'm also going to do testing with both of the TVs, with the Xbox Series X, the PlayStation 5, and going forwards as well, I can see what both of the TVs are like when it comes to future updates. Now, if those videos appeal to you, then do us a favour and hit that subscribe button, because otherwise you're going to be missing out. Now, none of those upcoming videos would be possible if it weren't for the guys at box.co.uk who are kind enough to hook me up with both of these TVs. Now, just as an example, if you were to purchase the Samsung S95B from Box, they will give you free delivery. They will give you a free 6-year protection plan, and they will price match all the major competitors. And that includes vouchers and discount codes. So please go and check out the link to Box in the description. Now, as much as I'm looking forward to unboxing that LG G2 OLED, today is all about the Samsung S95B OLED. And what we're going to be doing is unboxing it. We're going to take a look at all the supplied accessories, and then we are going to be wall mounting that TV. Once we've got it wall mounted, what we are going to do, we're then going to run through the setup process. Once we've got it set up, we'll have a look through the menus, take a look at the picture, and test out the sound. So anyway, let's first start off then by taking a look around the outside of the box. And well, first impressions, well, it's a bit boring, isn't it? Let's be honest. So let's go in for a closer look and what little there is. So it says Samsung. Down from that, we have our energy rating just there, which comes in at a G. Moving across, and we can see it says OLED. Can't believe I am seeing Samsung and OLED on the same box. So used to seeing QLED. Then it says S95B and 65 inches or 163 centimeters. Alexa built in. Just move around to the side of the box, and we do have a label just here. Samsung 2022 65-inch S95B 4K Quantum HDR Smart TV. And it goes on to say a naturally bright and colourful picture powered by Quantum Dot. Next up, let's take some measurements of the box, which is handy if you're looking to maybe transport the box in the back of a car, if you're picking it up from a retailer, or maybe you just want to store the box somewhere. So this is the 65-inch version, don't forget, and the length of the box is 163.5 centimeters or 64 and just under a half inch. Next up is the depth, and that comes in at 16.5 centimeters or 6.5 inches. Finally, the height, and that comes in at 94.5 centimeters or 37.25 inches. Now we come to the part that I've really been looking forward to, and if I said I was excited, that would be a massive understatement. Who wouldn't get excited about unboxing a TV like this? And I've got to say it, it's all thanks to you guys that I'm able to do these things, because if it weren't for you guys watching these videos, companies wouldn't send me these TVs to test out. So honestly, hand on heart, thank you so very much. So yeah, let's cut those straps off. And again, got to be totally honest with you guys, I have done my very best to not find out anything about the looks of this TV. I wanted to keep it as a proper surprise and unbox it as you would. And I generally don't know what it's going to look like at all, like the design of it. I don't know if it's going to be thick like me, or thin like Mrs. Tech Giant over there. So what do you think it's going to be like? Do you think it's going to be more like our gallery TV, the OLED, or do you think it's going to be like one of the thinner design ones? I'm unsure. So I'm going to say more like the gallery design. I can't see it just yet, so we've got a few things here pulling out. We'll pop those on the side. So I'm going to say a gallery design, just going by the sort of weight of the box. But then again, that could maybe be down to the stand.
Oh yeah, 'cause they can be really heavy.
Yeah, they can be quite heavy. So take that out like that. Oh, and I'm getting the first view of it, and it is coming in wafer thin. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. First little look there. Look at that. Beauty. 3, 2, 1, lift. Now we've lifted the lid, it has revealed what looks like the base of the stand. Yep, sure enough, so we'll set that off to one side. And what we're going to do is take a quick look at the TV in the box like this while it's upright. So if Mrs. Tech Giant wants to just peel back that protective cover just there, and we can get to see just how thin that really is. That is crazy. Look at that. A little bit delicate. And if you see around the back is a brushed effect. Looks very nice and slightly thicker down the bottom there, and that's going to be housing all the inputs and outputs, just like we see on like the LG C2 OLEDs. Just move around to the front of the screen, and I can confirm that this TV does have a protective film on it. I think it should be up like that, and this maybe got caught in the factory, but still, it's going to be nice peeling that off in just a minute. Oh, it's quite light, isn't it?
It is quite light.
All right, let's lay it down nice and gently. Yeah, I'm surprised how light that is. So let's take a look around the back of the TV. So one thing to point out is that there is no protective film on the back of this, which you do get on some of the LG OLEDs, which are like this, but no, on this Samsung there is nothing at all. Just looks nice with the brushed effect just there. Moving down, and you'll notice that we do have this section in the middle. That's going to house all your gubbins that control the TV. And it doesn't go all the way up to the edges, which is nice. So you'll get a nice slim look. If, you know, maybe you're wall mounting this or just on the stand, it's still going to look nice and thin. Moving down, and we do have like a thicker part either side there at the bottom. And on the left-hand side, or that would be the right-hand side if you're looking at the TV square on, we do have this little bit just there, and I fear that that's going to have a Samsung logo on it, which if it is, that's going to drive me absolutely crazy. We do also have these little bits on either end. I think they're just little protection rubbers just there. I'll see about that when we get it up on the wall. Moving across, and on the bottom once again, if we just look here, we do have a button. That's going to be for if we lose the remote control, that we can still operate the TV by a series of button presses just there. Moving up, and then we have our wall mounting bracket holes. Now, something to point out is there is a bit of an odd sort of setup here. So you notice, like I said, everything is down near the bottom half of the TV. So yeah, it's a bit odd when it comes to wall mounting these type of TVs, because you know your brackets are going to be lower down. But when it comes to the holes, we've got two that are sat on the top there. You may notice that the two at the bottom are actually set inwards a bit, but you do get supplied with two spaces to pack that out. And the dimensions between the holes are 300mm by 200mm. And I will be doing a separate dedicated video showing you how to attach wall mounting brackets to this TV. Moving across to the left, and then we have our antenna and aerial cables just there. Then we have LAN port, optical digital, two HDMIs, and if we move around to the side, we have a further two HDMIs, so that makes 4 in total, and they are all HDMI 2.1, and number 3 being eARC. And then finally up from that, we have 2 USBs. Just up from that lot, we have a common interface, and then if we move over to the other side of the TV, we have where we will connect up our power cable. So yes, it is a removable power cable. Fair play, Samsung. Right, let's next take a look at all the supplied accessories. And first off, we have what is the base of the stand. So let's take a look at that. So just like the back of the TV, it's like a nice brushed effect just there. Not overly heavy, but a little bit of weight to it. Next up, we have what looks like a plastic cover. And I think that's just going to sit roughly somewhere like that. Then we have another, looks like plastic cover there. Here we go. And then finally this piece just here. But we will be doing a dedicated video showing you how to put the stand together and fit it to the TV. So that's the way that you're going to do it. Then yeah, watch out for that video. So yeah, looks like we've got maybe some screws in there as well to put all that stand together. Next up, and we have our quick start guide just there. So showing you how to lift it, how to install the various parts that I've just shown you. Energy rating stickers just there. Then we move on to our accessory bag. I always like the way that Samsung do present all this sort of stuff. Comes in nice sort of separate compartments. And we have some more literature there. So user manual and 2 remote controls. Not everywhere, I believe, comes with 2 remote controls, but here in the UK, looks, well, like we do have 2, like I just said. So we have this basic affair, which is pretty good, to be fair. I mean, it's not the best quality, but it has all the buttons that you want on there, some shortcuts. So what have we got? Netflix, we've got Prime Video, what's that? Is that Disney Plus? Yeah, Disney Plus and Samsung TV. And then let's move on to this more swanky affair. And I am chuffed about this because I've unboxed a Samsung TV before and I had one of these remotes. Never owned one myself. I've had slim ones like this, so we've got shortcuts just on there. It's more minimalistic. So again, Netflix, same ones on there. But what makes this special is it's solar powered. So yeah, you can charge this via solar power. And if there isn't enough sun, then we do have the option to charge it via USB-C. Next up, and we have our detachable power cable. Now, if you've seen my LG OLED unboxing videos, you would have seen me complain many a time that they have a fixed power cable, but fair play, this one is removable. So if you want to change it out for something longer, then you should be able to. And let's just quickly measure this and give you a rough idea of the length. And we are looking at, what's that? 1 meter and 55 centimeters. Last compartment now of the little bag. And what do we have? Oh yeah, these are spacers for if you are wall mounting this, because we do have that recess in the back of the TV there. So you're going to need those. Set of batteries for the cheap remote. Obviously that one doesn't need any. And then our common interface. Right, so we got the TV up on the wall, but we have discovered a little bit of a problem. And Mrs. Tech Giant is going to demonstrate what that issue is. See if you can spot it. Yes, the TV is sitting rather high up the wall, hence the step ladders to see up the top of it. So yeah, a bit of a nightmare because unfortunately ours is a bit of a fixed wall bracket. I say it's fixed. It's got a little bit of movement on it, but not enough to actually bring it down to a decent sort of level. So yeah, unfortunately, it's got to stay like that. Right, we've now come to one of my favourite parts of an unboxing, and that is removing the protective film. So I'm going to start peeling from the top corner. Oh yeah. Oh, it's nice and thick, that is. comes the best bit. Right, I've now just connected up the TV to the mains. I've got an extension lead running up to the back of the TV because the cable wasn't quite long enough. And what we're going to do is simply turn the TV on for the very first time. I'm going to use the basic remote for this. So let's fire it up. Now, because these TVs are new to the market, what I am going to do is go through the complete setup process of this TV, just in case there's anything new in the menus that is exclusive to the OLED range. So we have a couple of options here. We can set up using a smartphone or the remote, and I'm going to set it up using the remote. So first up, it is asking us to select our region, and I'm in the UK. Next, it's asking us to set up a pin, so I'm just going to do a generic 0000 and move on. Next, it says all you need is the Samsung Smart Remote. Just plug in and turn on the devices you want to control with the smart remote. We'll take care of the rest. When you're ready, we will move on to the next step. So the TV has detected that I have something connected to one of the HDMIs, and I'm going to turn on that box, which is my external Sky satellite box. And there we go, it's connected to that as we've got the green light. Next, it's asking us to connect to the internet via Wi-Fi or a LAN cable. I'm going to connect via Wi-Fi. Now that's successfully all done, we're just going to agree to the terms and conditions there and move on. Now it's asking me to do an update for the TV, but what we're going to do is skip that for now because people have said that the update may reduce the brightness of the TV, so we may do that at a later date. Next, it's asking me to sign into a Samsung account, but for now I'm going to skip this. Next, it's asking me to put my postcode, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now it says use your voice to get what you want. Pick a voice assistant to help you, and it's given us the option of Bixby, Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant, but for now I'm just going to skip that. Now it says discover a faster way to link your apps, but again I'm going to skip this. Now it says make it your own, put your favourite apps right on your home screen for easy access, and it's asking me if I want to add any of those, which I don't, so I'm just going to press save and move on. Next it says take your viewing experience to the next level. Sound, volume and brightness will be optimised by analysing your viewing environment and the current content. But for now, we're going to leave this and we'll have a look at that a bit later on. Right, that's the initial setup out of the way then, and what we're going to do is go in a little bit closer and look at the design. Now, as you can see, the bezel and borders are very, very thin on this TV, so a great look there. But if we move down closer to the bottom, you will see it does get slightly thicker. But once again, just look at that thinness. If we move around to the side, that is nuts. But I will point out it is a bit fragile. As you can see, I'll just give it a gentle like prod like that and it does wobble about. So yes, pretty fragile. And I was correct about what I said earlier. Sadly, set off to the right hand side, we do have this Samsung logo. Not a fan of that. Personally, I would rather see it in the center of the TV where I think it would look best. So overall, a nice looking design, but a little bit fragile. Now, talking of fragile, I did discover something absolutely shocking about this TV upon unboxing it. And I've not included it in this video, but I've done a dedicated video, which I thought it deserved. And I'll put a link for that in the description and above. And I highly recommend, if you're considering this TV, that you go and check out that. I'll put a link for it in the description, as you will be mortified at what I discovered. Right, let's now move on and take a look at some of the menus. And first off, I've got a bit of a confession to make. So what we need to do is to go into the settings, down to support and software update. And I'm afraid to say, if you look just there, we are running the current version of 1302 because I made a schoolboy error and I allowed the TV to do the software update. And If you'd like to know what it did ship with, well, it was 1204. Now, the good news is that a lot of YouTubers have actually done their reviews when they are running the old software, and well, this is the latest one, so that is what I'm going to be basing all my findings on. So let's now go into the main home menu. So just pressing on the home button there on the remote, and we have got a lot going on here, if I'm being totally honest. It's a bit of a headache, and it is a complete design change from what we've seen previously. So as we can see on the left hand side here, if I just go over, we have things like search, ambient, game and media. I'll come to those in a minute, but at the moment we're going to concentrate on media. So at the top we've got some advertising going on, and we also have our apps, well, App Store just there if we want to look at some more to download. I'm in the UK and these are the pre-installed apps. So for you guys out there who want to know what the UK catch-up services are like, so we have BBC iPlayer, ITV Hub, we also have 4 and 5, so that's good. We have all the main ones, and we also have some other favourites. So we've got Netflix, Prime Video, we've got Disney Plus and Apple TV. Now normally at this point I'd say Disney Plus, Apple TV, two of my favourites because they support a lot of Dolby Vision content. Sadly, this TV does not support Dolby Vision, so something worth noting. Also, we have Now TV, Rakuten, YouTube and Alexa, Samsung Health and Internet. And then at the end, we've got Plex, and we can also edit that list to suit whichever layout we wish. Now, moving down from that, we have recent and some suggestions of things that are on now. Like I said, it is a little bit messy. Personally, I don't like this sort of setup. I prefer it sort of being a little bit more streamlined. I think it's a little bit too much on the advertising sort of front there. Got new and trending, free movies, popular on BBC iPlayers, CBeebies, so on and so forth. So yeah, there is a lot going on there. Like I say, personally, I'm not a big fan of this sort of design like this. I just think it's too much, it's too confusing, and I think a lot of people are in agreement with me on that one. So now going over to the left hand side again, and then we've got this game mode just there, or game section should I say, not game mode. Click on that, and again, look at the top there, we've got an ad. Again, just too much, it's a bit too busy. We've got some suggestions here about learning more. Then we've got options there to add a controller. If you didn't know you could do that, that's what you can do. And you can play games on the TV, which is great news. So we've got apps there. We've got for the Xbox, Stadia, Nvidia GeForce Now. Then we've got games that are being recommended as well. So again, a lot to take in really. And again, suggestions for each of those services right there. Going back off to the left, and then we have our ambient mode. So you've got some almost like screensavers essentially, which you can run. Again, we've got a few different sort of categories there to choose from. Then up from that, we have our search function, and then down below that, we have menu. Now within this menu, we have settings, connected devices, and multi-view just there. And if we look at settings, these are basically just shortcuts. So we've got things like the intelligent mode there, our picture modes. We've also got picture setup, our sound mode, and Bluetooth connected list there as well, game mode, input device manager, and what's that, subtitles, and so on and so forth. So yeah, if you want to get to things quick, then that is the menu for you. Then we have connected devices, which basically is sources. So we've got Samsung TV Plus. That is a very good service. Got to say that is like a free TV service to stream content. I know that we obviously get that here in the UK. Can't say that for everyone else in the world, but yeah, worth checking out, that is. Then I've got my Skybox, which is connected by HDMI, and everything else there. So your connection guide, universal remote USB, and mobile camera. Finally, we have Multiview, and this is a feature I know a lot of people do enjoy. So we've got some things there, YouTube, internet, mobile device, and make your own. So if we click on that, as we can see, select a layout for watching multiple content sources on screen. So you can do, say, side by side there, click on that, and you just pick whichever ones you want from the list and add them and create your own. Right, let's now move on to the main settings. So press in settings on our remote control, and we've got a few things down the side there. First off though, we're going to take a look at picture. So with our externally connected device, the picture modes that we have available are as follows. So we have a dynamic, which is a mega bright, standard, movie, and filmmaker mode. Backing out of that, and we've got picture size settings there and our expert settings. So I'll just quickly scroll down through these. So brightness, contrast, sharpness, color, tint. We've got apply picture settings there, picture clarity settings, contrast enhancer, we've got film mode, color tone, white balance, gamma, so on and so forth. As you can see, there is plenty to choose and fiddle with. Backing out of that, and then we have our sound options, so sound output, sound mode. Let's have a look at those. So we've got standard and amplified, and then we've also got our expert settings there. So yeah, loads and loads of different options there to fiddle around with. Moving down from that, and then we've got our connections. So this will be for your network and external device stuff. So we've got external device manager there. We've also got our game mode settings. I know a lot of people will be interested in these. So game mode, you've got your on and off there, as you can see, or auto, surround settings, dynamic black equalizer, gain motion plus settings, and HDR tone mapping. And then down from that, we also have our Apple AirPlay settings. Moving down from connection, we have broadcasting. So if you want to use the inbuilt tuners, and I will actually test these out in a separate video because it's something I never do, and I think it's something I should do. So make sure you subscribe for those videos. Then we've got our general and privacy. So in there, we've got accessibility. Then you've got your intelligent mode settings. So if I just click on this, now at the moment we got this turned off. If you remember in the initial setup, it asks if we want to turn this on or off. But if we click that on and say yes, it's going to increase the power, don't mind. Look at it, it's massively bumped up the brightness. And to be honest, I don't actually think it's a bad mode. Bit garish for some, but I actually think it ain't too bad. We've got active voice amplifier, so it's bumped the sound up as well, adaptive sound plus. So this is basically for people who want to take all the hard work out of it, one simple button press, and hopefully the TV will do, you know, a not too bad job of optimizing the picture and sound for your viewing environment. So moving down for that, we've got settings of voice, system manager, parental settings, power and energy saving stuff there. Moving down for that, we've got panel care as well, because obviously this being an OLED, it's going to have some extra settings for that. And start screen options and reset. And finally, we have support, and within there, you will find your software update options, and go there to find out your current software version. Right, it's time to now demonstrate the picture. And well, I am blown away by the quality. Honest to God, it literally makes the hair stand up on the back of my neck. It is a cracking image. I mean, just take a look at it. Now, you know it's a good picture when someone like me, who tests TVs all the time, starts replaying videos, games, demos, and wants to watch them back again, just to experience them on such a TV. I'm there just watching films that I've watched loads of times before, just because I want to see how great they look on this TV. And every one I put on just blows me away. The colours are just immense. And the brightness, again, is like nothing I've personally seen yet on an OLED TV. I'm yet to test other ones from 2022, but so far, this is just blowing me away, even after doing the software update. Trust me, it is an amazing picture. Right, so next up, I want to take a look at the viewing angles. Because this is an OLED TV, they should be absolutely blow away. So let's just step off to the side and check them out. And sure enough, look at that. Not washing out, or very little, should I say. Even if we go really, really far round, that is still a great picture. Crazy. But that's what you want at this sort of price point. You know, you don't want to be spending thousands of pounds on a TV, and you've got to say to your friends and family, well, it looks great if you sit dead in the centre. If you come around here and you know, just from this angle, it looks really good. But no, I'm chilling off to the side here, and I'm still enjoying that picture. So, as far as viewing angles go, this Samsung OLED gets a thumbs up from me. Now, it's not just 4K HDR material that really looks great on this TV. Broadcast material also shines. Now, I'm using an external satellite box, and the images that I'm getting are really sharp, bright, and vibrant. Now, this might not be to everyone's taste, and sometimes the images can look a little bit over sharpened, a little bit over processed, but obviously you can dial this down a little bit if you so wish. But I'm sure most people will be very impressed with broadcast quality material on this TV. Right, so next up what we're going to do is test out the sound on this TV. And I've had a little sneak peek, and to be fair, it is really, really impressive when you consider how slim this TV is. Generally, TVs that are quite slim aren't that great, but I'm pretty impressed. So let's turn it up and see what you guys think. Obviously, this is going to be coming through your TV and all that, but it gives you just a rough idea of like what the volume's like and such like. So let's turn it up a little bit. And it has got quite a bit of volume to it, to be fair. So let's wait for the beat to come in. Not bad at all. And the moment we're in the standard mode, let's go to amplify. And that's really got loud now. And the bass again, pretty impressive. Move over here. I mean, it's just, yeah, not a bad sized living room. Yeah, that is very impressive. I'm going to say very impressive. Well, there you have it then, guys. Now, if you've got any questions regarding this TV, then don't hesitate to hit me up in the comments section, and I'll do my very best to get back to you and answer any questions. Now, do us a favour, if you have enjoyed today's video, spend me 1 second of your time just to reach up and hit that thumbs up button. It really does make a massive difference to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe, because we are going to be doing all that testing with this TV, with the Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5 and the LG G2 OLED. So plenty of great videos to come. Now, if you want to take it one step further, you can also support the channel by using the YouTube Super Thanks feature, and I also have a link to a Buy Me a Coffee page. And if you want to support the channel for free, you can use my Amazon affiliate link. Buy anything through Amazon through my link, and Amazon actually give me a few pence from the sale, and it costs you not a penny extra. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me today, and hopefully catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.